We were just discussing, because we did this on the show a few months ago. We had a lady that came in and hers was a designer vagina, sort of in your lunch break, if you like, and it did change, and it was purely for aesthetics, for the appearance. That's actually not what this is, really, is it? I mean, we're saying designer vagina, but this was
Mine was more medical reason.
For a medical reason.
Yeah.
And you're a mother of 4 children, as we know. You got your 4 boys, and it was after your second boy 8 years ago that you became incontinent.
Yeah, we're stress incontinent, basically, because when you have a baby, it all sort of
or the
drops.
pelvic floor, your muscles go there, and then so it was activity really.
Even like things like going to the gym became hard for me, and I'm going to my personal trainer. Oh, I can't do that. I might wet myself, and it gets embarrassing having to say something. Or sneezing. I get really bad hay fever. I'm on the school run and I'm sneezing, and by the time I've got there, I can't get out the car.
Oh no!
So it has really changed my life.
OK, so did the company contact you?
They aesthetically, you contacted me and they said, would I like the procedure? I asked them more about it, and once I heard like it could stop the incontinence, I was like, yeah, book me.
Were you nervous about it?
I was a little bit nervous. That's why I took my mum, because I wasn't actually sure what it was, and my partner was like, oh, you don't need that done. But I don't think he really understood. I don't think a man can understand until you've actually give birth what it feels like to sneeze and wet yourself.
Yeah, it's not nice. And was it painful?
It wasn't painful at all. It took literally 10 minutes to do. It was a bit awkward at first because I didn't know what I was going to do or how it was going to be done, and it was scary, but it was just so quick and easy.
So explain the procedure then. What do they do?
So you just basically lie on a normal couch, like as if you were in the dentist almost, and they just put a probe inside, which has got a laser on, and they just literally turn the laser around, pull it a little bit out, turn the laser around, pull it a little bit out, and literally I can't tell you how good it is and how much it's worked.
Did it hurt?
It did not hurt, no, it didn't hurt at all. It worked.
It's a CO2 laser, and it actually sort of burns the inside of the walls.
Yeah,
and then as that heals...
collagen.
Oh, that sounds painful. I mean,
doesn't, well...
Honestly, it just doesn't. It does not. You can't hardly feel it. And there's different settings as well, so I think, like, if you were more sensitive, then you could have it turned down.
And so how quickly did you notice the difference then?
Well, I think I didn't go to the gym the next day. They said sort of 24 hours after, and I was fine. I was doing pull-ups, and I was like, this is great. I'm not wetting myself.
So literally it changed that fast?
It changed that fast. I was jumping up and down last night when Liverpool scored, and I had no problem.
But you would have done before?
Yeah.
OK, so this is something, Jackie, you thought, right, OK, well, you've been along, you went for support, and so was it something that you thought you would have for the same reasons or for different reasons?
No. When the lady was explaining to it, she said, oh, we get people in for all different reasons. And she said, we get people in who are in menopausal. And I said, well, what does that do? And she said, well, because it burns the inside, and then you create the collagen inside, because obviously a lot of women who are menopausal, everything dries up. You know, your hair, your skin.
And you had a very early you had an early hysterectomy at 29.
I did.
So you've been having symptoms of postmenopause for a long time and living with this. So this would make a big difference to you.
Massive difference to me. But I went yesterday to have mine, and I couldn't get it done because I've had a previous TVT, which is a transvaginal tape, put in.
Right.
And that just holds the neck of the bladder up. So when
it's not a mesh. That's not a mesh.
It's a mesh tape, whatever.
Right. OK.
And
that's to stop incontinence.
Yeah.
That's to stop it, because I was like Danielle, I couldn't do a thing. And I couldn't even, like, if someone said, oh yeah, I'd jump, and then that was it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was.
So they're waiting to find out what that's made of before they can see if.
Yeah, because obviously I don't want to be electrocuted by the.
Well,
they
don't want it to have an effect on that. Whether it's going to melt.
They didn't know whether it had metal in, whether the laser affected.
When will you find out about
polyurethane? It might melt.
Yeah.
I've got to speak to my own GP and then get a referral to a gynaecologist again, and then they'll have a look and see what exactly it is made of, and could it work?
Could you be possible to do? One of the other, not side effects, but one of the other reasons, I guess, that somebody would go and have this procedure done is for tightness, and that it has a positive impact on people's sex life.
Of course.
I don't really know how to answer this.
Has it made a
Have you
difference?
noticed a difference?
Well, I'm hoping it works, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't anyone want a better sex life? Like,
Yeah.
It's after 4 kids. I'm sure my partner, well, he's told me I didn't need it, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
But that wasn't
improved it a
why-
little bit.
It wasn't why you went.
No, that wasn't why. It was obviously the incontinence, but every little
And
helps.
visually, there's no change, like the other lasers that there were before. You
Yeah,
have
it doesn't affect the outside, so it's just the inside of the vagina.
Well, there are loads of
Wow.
ads on the telly about sort of incontinence and the things you can wear to
Yeah.
help that. Well, certainly, this is something that that would alleviate
Yeah.
all of that. But it's £2,000.
Yeah,
It's a lot of money,
it
isn't it?
So great many people watching who've
They were-
suffered from
yeah.
the same embarrassing
found
thing.
out
Maybe they
yesterday.
should do it on the NHS.
Yeah, well, I found out yesterday the clinic where I went to was a urodynamics clinic, which is all to do with the bladder and, obviously losing control. And apparently, because this has been brought over from America, they're actually using it in the NHS now as well.
Are they really?
As for an incontinence.